Top of the morning, Against the Grain Nation. Hopefully this video finds you in great health, great spirit, dominating everything that you touch. Happy Friday to you guys. The sun is shining here in the Chicagoland area. So please excuse the lighting on today. It's going to be kind of sporadic because the sun is at my back. And normally, guys, if you've been following me, you know this would be Financial Freedom Friday. And we've been doing that and dropping nuggets about becoming financially free and being in control of your finances. But on today, I'm compelled to go a little bit left, if you would say, and definitely in another direction. I'm going to make this quick. I want to jump on here. The other day I spoke about not using this platform for political reasons and things of that nature, and kind of using it more for business purposes. But I got a download into my soul, into my area on this morning, and I had to just speak about this. And it's going to be two parts, so I'm going to try to roll through it really quick without getting emotional and kind of running over and going off topic. So this is twofold. And we're talking about racism in America. We're talking about black equality, and me as a black man speaking on this subject and having a right to do so. And all of this stems from, the latest killing of unarmed black men and women, and the fact that we've been living in this, and now during the social media and the cell phone age, we're seeing this stuff live and direct. So I wanted to say, first of all, and give an opinion on why I feel like racism is so prevalent in this country and why I feel it'll never end. Okay, so really quickly, the racism will never end because we got three type of white people in this world. We got those that are all the way to the left, the extremists. They let you know, I hate niggers, and we appreciate that because we know where you're coming from, right? We know where you're coming from, so at least that's appreciated. You're not hiding behind it or anything like that. Then you have the middle. You got the middle group that are like the Drew Breeses of the world, that say amazingly stupid shit because they don't know. And if you don't know, if you're not well versed or educated on a certain subject matter, you should keep your fucking mouth closed. And Drew Brees should have kept his mouth closed. He's not alone. He's along with a certain group of individuals, white individuals, that say stupid shit like, well, I've never owned slaves. Now, that's some of the stupidest, uneducated shit that I've ever heard in my life. For the simple fact is, you don't have to own slaves. And we don't care, as black people, if you've ever personally owned slaves. That's probably not humanly possible in the physical sense, right? In the mindset, yes. But to say that is incredibly stupid, and here's why. You're benefiting from the system of your ancestors having owned slaves. See, this is systemic, and you're benefiting from that, so you don't have to have owned slaves to benefit from the system. So it's like this. If I was going to a casino each and every day and they let me bring in loaded dice, and I was allowed to use those loaded dice to my benefit in the casino, do you think I'm going to stop going to the casino? I'm going to go to that casino every day. They letting me cheat. They letting me use my loaded dice to come in here and take home profits, take down profits every day, I'm never going to stop going to that casino. So white people, you're never going to stop going to the casino to where they letting you use loaded dice each and every day. So don't tell me shit about, don't mention on your Facebook feeds and shit like this saying ignorant shit like I've never owned slaves. That's not the point. The point is the system that you inherited from there ever being slaves in this country. That's the problem. And it doesn't knock at your front door each and every day because you don't have to worry about being harassed by police. You don't have to worry about your children having knees put into their neck just for a simple traffic stop. You don't have to worry about that. So you go through life never having to imagine what that feels like to have one of your family members killed at the hands of another person that's supposed to serve and protect. I told you I'm gonna move through this very quickly. And I know, so ignorance, man, ignorance is no excuse. If you're not gonna be well versed on the subject, and those are the type of people that are never gonna pick up a book and read anything, because if the game is rigged for them, so why study about it? Why do I need to study about something and I'm winning? I'm winning already, right? So let's move past those people. Ignorance. Just because you're ignorant, you know what I mean? The thing that you should do is, in that case, which is my point, is just shut your damn mouth. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. Hey, I don't have to experience those things. Just because you don't have to experience them does not make them not true. Let's move on past those people, right? So, and then you got those that get it. You got those that understand and say, hey, I want to come, we can come to the table and talk about this. I get that it exists. I want to be a part of the solution rather than a part of the problem. So those are the people that are now rallying with our brothers and sisters down there on the front lines, protesting and everything. Those are the people that you see. So the problem with me and why racism is going to continue to exist is the people in the middle that don't know shit and don't give a damn and don't care, because it don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't sit at the dinner table with it each and every day, so they don't care, so they go about their lives and don't realize, you know what I mean, the dynamics of this, and speak out in uneducated ways like a Drew Brees. Now you got to backtrack it because you play with, your whole team is damn near black, and you say some insensitive shit like, oh, disrespecting the flag. You want to hijack that again. You want to hijack the movement again. And we ain't going to let you this time, Drew Brees. We ain't going to let you and your ignorant bunch of people hijack our movement again. This is not about the flag. Okay? This is about the kneeling of a man with a knee in his neck. That's what this is about. Until he's dead and has no more life. That's what it's about. Being killed in the street like a dog by a thug. All right? So I wanted to jump on here today, man, as a black man, and just support the efforts of the movements that we're making. And let's continue to let's continue to ride this momentum that we now have, because America's skirt is up right now, and all ass is showing right now. Oh yeah. So we have to catch this lightning in a bottle, and we have to progress forward, that being our people. And that was a part 2 of this that I wanted to speak on, but it's kind of slipped my mind for now. So I'll add to this video a bit later when I think of what it was that I wanted to add on the second piece of this, because it's kind of slipping my mind now. But I didn't want to stay silent on this as a black man. This is all about, you know, nobody's saying that all lives don't matter. See, the people in the middle, this is another ignorant statement that they make all the time. Well, all lives matter. Of course they do, except when you exclude certain people. You sitting up in here ignorant as hell. You don't think that everybody knows all life matter? All lives matter? That's not what we're saying, you see? Y'all hijack it because you're ignorant. You're ignorant. Just plain and simply, you're ignorant. Of course all lives matter. All lives matter. But you're not the ones being brutalized in the streets. You're not the ones being redlined out of certain neighborhoods. You're not the ones that are being, where your educational system is being totally defunded. You're not the ones that are living in poverty and stricken neighborhoods. You're not the ones where you can't, they give you a student loan rather than a business loan. That's not happening to you. You're not the ones graduating from college where you're saying, oh, well, this is what you need to do to live the American dream. Go to college so you can get a good job. And once you get out, you still can't make any money. That's not happening to you, right? So when we're saying Black Lives Matter, we're saying Black Lives Matter too. And if you're too ignorant enough to not understand that, then keep your fucking mouth closed. Keep your mouth closed, because you're ignorant and you don't want to know. You don't want to know the truth. You don't want to be led into the light. You want to continually live in ignorance because of the analogy that I made earlier. You get to go to the casino and gamble with loaded dice each and every day. That's what life is like for you. That's what life is like for you when it's completely different on the other side. So normally, guys, I don't do this. I don't go into politics. I don't do that because I know I have an audience, but I had to go there today because as many of you can look at me and notice that I am a black man and I have black children, and my black children are at risk each and every time they get behind the wheel of a car. They walk down the street, they go to the store to buy Skittles, right? They at risk. And I would be remiss if I didn't jump on here, man, and further the movement that we are done with trying to get an agenda across. Now we're doing it. We're speaking this thing into existence. America as we know it is over. Because us as black people, we're tired of asking you to do something that you know you should do. We're tired of asking you to do something that you know you should be doing. Now it's time to demand. Now it's time to demand. So, this is what it came back to me. Thank you. Thank you. So, again, we're all about solutions, right? And this is an interesting thing that came to me by way of searching for knowledge. Guys, always continually search for knowledge because it's true what they say. If you seek, you shall find. So I came across this bit of information and I want to put this out here as a solution. So you say you want to defund the police. I think that I've come across a better answer. And I want to know what you guys think about this, because this makes total sense. And I didn't come up with this. This came from a Dick Gregory video that I was watching. And he said, you know what? You know how you get in control of the police? You require them to, number one, this is twofold. And I'm going to jump off of this. This is twofold. You require police officers to have a license to be an officer. Just like we got a license to drive, just like barbers have to have a license, just like certain professions have to have a license in order to get that job. Police officers should be required to have a license. And under each and every incident where you pull out your gun and you shoot somebody, you have to go before that licensing board and you are under investigation for having your license revoked, which means you can't work. Now, what he also said is you have to also give them something to lose, to where is your job and your family's life worth you shooting me in the streets? And here's what he said do. Now, on top of requiring them to have licenses, you let their kids go to school for free. Let their children go to school for free because you have to give them something. You have to give them something that they are willing to lose. So you let them, so now every time they pull out their pistol, they got to make a decision. Do I want to, number one, lose my job and lose my child's education? Then things will change. I want to know what you guys think about that, because I thought that that was an ingenious idea. And quite frankly, hey, they might come after me for saying some shit like this because it makes total sense. Defunding and all this other shit. No. Let them carry a license. Let them have to carry a license and insurance to where they could be sued personally. You see, the only recourse for victims now is you go after the city, which the taxpayers are footing that bill. So when anybody sues the city, that's taxpayer dollars. That's not costing the police department anything. I mean, that's not costing, the police department anything, because the taxpayers are footing that bill. But if you require them to be licensed and insurance and have insurance to where you can sue them personally and give them an incentive that they can't afford to lose, then they'll keep them guns in them holsters. Then things will change. So I want to know what you guys think about that. Hopping on here, Financial Freedom Friday, man. We may do another video later on some financial stuff, but today was Black Power Friday, Wakanda Friday, right? So you're talking to the intellectual preacher. I've deemed myself that. I gotta figure out what the name of my congregation is going to be, but I'm the intellectual preacher here, guys. I like that. Intellectual preacher. So I want to know what you guys think about that. Share this video, man. Share this. I want to know what as many of you have to say about that as possible. Flood the comment sections. Share, like this video. Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the notifications buzzer so that you're aware when we put out new content. Continue listening, man. Thank you so much. New viewers, those that have been here before, thank you so much for tuning in to the channel. You could have been anywhere else on this lovely Friday morning, but you dropped in to spend a couple minutes with us, and we truly appreciate that. All of the comments, all of the positive comments, and even the negative ones, we welcome them to the movement. And as always, I'm gonna drop out of here, man, with some affirmations. You are great. Your life does mean something. You have the opportunity today, right now, to go out and make a moment. Right now is brand new. There's no negative. But you can turn it into positive right now. You can turn this into a positive right now. Get up, man. Get out here. Be a trailblazer. Be a person that influences change. Be a person that makes a difference. Whatever you can do with your voice, whatever you can do with your talents to make this world a better place, for not only your children, but your children's 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 children, and fighting for an entire community, you do so. Impact change. Make change. We always talk about that, man. Domination. There's no competition in domination. Dominate. Whatever your talents are, dominate. Trailblaze. Be the fire starter that this world needs on this morning. You are, no matter how big or small your contributions may seem, you never know. So stop being selfish, because you never know how they can impact or help someone else. Be a leader, but better yet, be a servant leader. Serve. Serve first. Your first mind should be to serve. That's what this channel was all about. That's what I'm hopping on here so early in the morning. I'm serving. I'm showing servitude. So, listen, we've already gone over the limit of where I wanted this video to be. Hopefully you guys watch it to the end. I wanted this to be around 7 minutes, but again, I get passionate, intellectual preacher. It's your boy Top Dog. I'm in the building. Until our next video, I'm out.